What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 90 of Land in the Fairway. Today is Thursday, February 13th. Let's get it.
So still, we broke 90.
Yeah, it broke 90. That's
Could have been a
fitting
YouTube
because,
series.
well, we can just get into it. I played golf this weekend,
Oh, nice.
and I
Would you?
had the worst round of golf I've played in years. I mean,
Really?
literally years. It was a beautiful day out Sunday. Get out there. It's a little windy off the first tee, but we got down. Like the first tee's kind of perched up and the wind died down. It was nice out, man. It was like 50 degrees. I walked 18, carried my bag. Great exercise. Did not break 90. It was
I've had those
I
rounds, dude. That happens. Yeah.
I piped a drive off one. It's par five. Piped a drive off one. Just terrible job trying to score from there. I bogeyed the first hole. Um, Birdie the second hole. All right, we're back in business. Nice birdie too. Piped a drive and then put a sandwich to like 3 feet. I was like, oh, we're gonna do something
We're
today.
back.
This feels
Yeah.
great. And it just went way downhill from there. It was so bad, man. It was so fucking bad. We played a little match. We were playing better ball. One of the dudes on the other team, I think one putted 7 of the first 9 holes, so we were just like, and they weren't just like gimmies either. He was just putting his ass off. We were just like, fuck, dude, like
Yeah.
get my teeth kicked in. Then
That's
you
always
start pressing. Yeah, you start pressing and it just goes downhill from there. So I shot
nice.
92. But thanks to the World Handicap System, getting rid of the
Yeah.
8s on
See
the
on.
card. Yeah, getting rid of those.
Yeah.
We posted a 90 on the VSGA app. So I don't remember last time I put around in the 90s. Honestly, I don't really play enough to like, I don't know, but it was
I
tough,
was gonna
man.
say I don't know if I've been 90 or above in since I've been posting my
Yeah,
handicap.
I'm trying to think. I should probably look at
I'll
like my
fire off.
scores. I'm trying to
I've I've
go ahead.
I've been close, definitely like 87 and 88. There's been a couple of those, especially last year after kids, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
impressive.
I shot an
I think
89
also.
in October of 23. And I don't have another round in the nine. I have a 90 in June of 2020. That's been a long time, man. I mean, like I said, I
Yeah.
don't
What
play
were
enough.
you
I don't.
doing
I
to
don't.
shoot a 90? Short game?
Irons, dude. I was piping the ball off the tee. Honestly, um, I was hitting.
Irons. Oh, I had an 88.
Yeah,
That's pretty bad.
I hit a lot of
February
fairways.
2024.
Um, but dude, my approach shots, like every iron, I was just leaving short and to the right. And then from there, like I haven't played since October or trip in October. So from there, like I just had no hands around the green. Um, I would hit a decent lag putt and miss the short putt coming back. Like it all went wrong. It's crazy because I mean, people that would fucking kill for a 92. Um, they're like, and it just felt like the worst round of golf I've played in forever. But I mean, what? It was the
Yeah.
worst round of golf I played in a long time. So I tried to put it in perspective. I was like, well, I got out. It's February. It was a nice day. I got out and played some golf before the Super Bowl. I walked 18, carried my bag, got some good exercise. I was trying everything to like justify. I didn't drink single beer on the course.
Oh,
Maybe that had something to do with it.
that explains it.
I was out of my element. I'm used to having a few pops while I'm playing, but you can't walk and drink. So my buddies, all 3 of them had push carts. Maybe a little easier to carry beers when you're pushing, but I just like, I'm not gonna drink. It's Super Bowl Sunday. I'll drink plenty this evening, and I just don't
Yeah.
need it. So maybe that's it. Maybe I got to drink to play good golf. I don't know, man. But oh man, it was brutal. It was brutal
Well,
out
it's
there.
like in Beer Fest when they they're trying to remember where they went the night before, and they're like, "Oh, we
Yeah.
gotta get drunk again because our we got no memory sober." I think, like, at this point in our golf life, unfortunately, our muscle memories is like there's a certain
Yeah.
level of, like, cross-eyedness that you need to get in that swing slot,
Yeah, when I
and
wrote that 45 down on the card after 9, I should have walked straight to the,
yeah,
clubhouse bar
that's
and been
kinda when you
like,
get the clubhouse bar. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You get a couple beers and you're at least coming back with, like, a 39, you're not gonna have a good day
Mhm.
at that point, but usually you're coming back with a little bit of a lower round.
Yeah, it was bad, dude. It was so
But if
bad.
you take that's the thing about not drinking is those intrusive thoughts get worse and worse, and you
Oh,
start thinking about shit,
yeah.
and that's what the beer's for.
Oh.
But then you go back to muscle memory.
Mhm.
You block it
Yeah.
out and
No, I
"You know what? I'm having a good time because we don't
that's what I
play enough."
needed.
And
No.
that's the problem. We're older, we're dumber. Our brain waves fire into our muscles are like it's just a little bit slower. So once you start thinking some weird thoughts, you lose focus, you're fucked. Get a couple
Yeah.
beers in, things speed up. You forget about where you're at and start playing some golf. So it's an unfortunate thing because yeah, now every time I
Yeah.
golf, I feel like I have to drink beer.
It's like a Pavlov's dog, man.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah. I bet if I would have,
If
had a
you
cart, I probably would have got some beers,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I think the thing is if you just played golf consistently,
Mhm.
obviously you're gonna play
Yeah.
way better sober. Like,
Oh,
what I mean,
yeah.
over the long
Of
run.
course.
But yeah, you need that muscle memory back with the beers, and
Yeah.
you only play once a month.
Mhm. When was the last time you walked a round of golf? 18.
Probably
'Cause
3 years ago.
dude, let me tell you, man, my
It's a workout.
hamstrings
It's a
were
workout.
on fire. After about, like, I don't there was moments on the front 9 even. I mean, it's a hilly course, it's, like, cut in the mountains, so that's not helping anything, but it's cart path only because it rained the night before, and I was like, "Yeah, fuck it." And, dude, to
Yeah.
walk, I walked, and I did get a small bucket of balls because I wanted to just take a few swings before I walked out there. It was $30.
Yeah. Yeah, you
I
can't beat
mean,
that.
what a deal. Yeah, so,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, first round of golf, first round of 2025 in the books. It's forgettable. My handicap went up, so that's good. Or my index went up.
Nice.
7.1 now. So, prepping for member guest season. Let's get some high scores in the system.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, member guest season, something to look forward to, that's exciting.
Yeah,
I,
for
put in
sure.
a
For
deposit
sure.
for member guests, we'll see, it's a lottery. Hopefully, we'll make it.
There you go.
Cross.
Fingers crossed. The other thing Sunday was the Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl Sunday. So after that, I got home, showered, changed, and went and started eating and drink. That's where I started drinking. So, but the Super Bowl fucking sucked.
Yeah, it was
So
awful.
that was
God
terrible,
awful.
dude. It was weird
Might have
because
been the first time football was worse than watching golf. Less
yeah,
entertaining.
right. Well, the golf was a blowout too, but Super Bowl
Yeah,
it was like 7-0 Philly, then 10-0 Philly, and the whole time I'm like, yeah, whatever, Chiefs are still in this game.
yeah, they're coming
And
back.
then all of a sudden it was like 24-0, and you're just like, all right, well, this game clearly doesn't matter anymore. And any like parlay or anything like that I
Yeah,
had going on was just cooked because I mean, Philly didn't need to really play their game where they are running the ball well with Saquon. Then
yeah. Do you have
anything you
Saquon?
had Chiefs. Oh, I had Saquon big on a lot of things. So it was
Yeah.
cooked.
I saw the
Small.
Vegas made like 50% of or it was like 70% of their earnings were off of Saquon bets.
Oh, I'm sure,
And
dude.
probably parlays.
He had 50 yards and like no touchdowns. Like,
Yeah.
this is insane. Oh, and then the Chiefs didn't do anything until garbage time.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, I
Mahomes
had
finally
him
put up
in.
stats.
I just threw him in a anytime touchdown parlay. You know, it's like
Hmm.
I think everything else
Yeah,
did. I had Xavier Worthy. He got a trash touchdown, and yeah, Saquon was killed a lot of stuff.
yeah, it
Won
was
Super
tough.
Bowl though, so good
He
for him.
did.
But
Good for him. It was very forgettable. And football season's over. Now I mean, the NBA, I'm just out on. Wizards stink. They might get the number one pick, so that's the only thing you really have to look forward to. They've actually been playing well the past couple
I
weeks,
watched,
but
yeah, which is good and bad. At least they got some young.
yeah,
It's nice to see the young guys playing well though.
hmm,
Made some
for
good
sure.
trades. Got a lot of assets. You know, but the NBA like draft picks in the NBA like kind of mean nothing. So I love like
Well,
getting rid of salaries. We actually took on some salary, but
uh-huh.
I mean maybe we can package them up. But it's just such a crapshoot, man. Like yeah, I mean any draft is, but NBA I feel like is even worse. Like if you don't
Yeah,
get
you
the
need to
first
get a
pick
star.
and you're you know kind of yeah. I mean shit, we've had the first pick with a few times. John Wall worked out pretty well, but like not necessarily playoff wise. But we
Hmm.
had a good run there with him, but that doesn't mean anything either. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, now we're really in the thick of it with golf season, though. Football being over, baseball hadn't started yet, and I mean, early season baseball, like you get excited the first couple weeks, and then
nothing.
it's like until All Star
Yeah,
break, you're kind of just in and
till
out,
about
in and
July.
out. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So now we're on the golf season. With Waste Management, big tournament, not signature event, but a big popular tournament, good field. But Thomas Detry just kind of he cooked everybody. Nobody ever
yeah.
like. There's a couple
What
moments
do you
where you
take
had
the
some
reins?
names, and you're like, yeah, you had like, oh, Spieth's up there, Scheffler's up there, but he just never really let
Yeah,
anybody in it, you know?
yeah. It was exciting to see Spieth play well, but then I realized he played well here last year and then didn't do shit. So we'll see how that
Yeah,
works out. But I bet Spieth live. I was like, he's gonna chase Detry down. Detry, whatever, however you
yeah,
pronounce that dude.
whatever. Belgium.
Goddamn Belgian.
What?
Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was nice to see Spieth, and he kind of just
It,
fell. Yeah, he kind of just didn't do much on Sunday on the back nine. You need to go like 4 or 5 under on the back to make a run, but
hmm.
he didn't do much there. Dan Berger,
Yeah, Daniel Berger sighting,
Berger was
Michael
up there.
Kim,
Michael
Michael
Kim,
Kim and
yeah,
Daniel Berger, T2s. JT was up there.
yep,
Everything else, I mean, damn, Scheffler really fell off, huh? What happened to him on Sunday? I saw him up there at one point, but
yeah. He was kind of going up and down. Uh,
yeah,
I mean, he played pretty well. He's kind of. It's funny when
top
Scheffler doesn't win. You're
25.
like, what happened to him? It's like he
Yeah,
played pretty damn well. Yeah, he
yeah,
was
in
fine.
top 25.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, Detry was like, would he take the reins Friday and just kind of never look back? I mean, there was a couple moments where he
Mhm.
thought someone might make a run, he might fall back, but he kind of just kept making birdies, and he
Yeah,
cooled
won
off a
by
little bit
7,
Saturday. He
dude.
just, yeah, yeah, he
That's
just
crazy.
ran away with it. Michael
7-shot
Kim,
win.
the Twitter man, Michael Kim. I haven't
Yeah.
seen him. I
I
haven't seen him play good in a while. That was kind of cool.
mm-mm. Yeah. The other thing we didn't see is, I mean, there was like, I think last year it kind of came to a head, but like the
Was it rain?
debauchery and the videos on Twitter, people
Yeah,
just like it like went overboard. I feel like that was a little more in control
yeah. I
this
saw a
year. I
lot of
didn't see
videos
as much
from like
shit.
last year instead of there was a few.
Yeah.
It was like I was like, "Ah, this is old video." Like the dude's like walking and falling down and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Like,
yeah, this
yeah,
year
old
seemed a little
videos
more
are always going to
looking good.
resurface. Oh yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
I think last year was the rain. Rain makes people do funny shit, you know.
It does.
but it gets all muddy. You say, you just end up getting hammered. But it seemed
Yeah.
pretty. It was like a standard waste management this year. Back to last year, got out of hand apparently, but people were drunk. It's fun. 16 looked
Fuck it.
magical as
Yeah.
always, but
Yeah.
uh,
But
it is funny.
go ahead.
I was thinking like they have like Colt Nost and Amanda Balionis on 16 like the whole time,
Hmm.
and I feel for them because they just like it's sweet. Like 16 is awesome, love it, but the whole time they're like, "Isn't 16 great? It's amazing!
Yeah.
Like look at this crowd," and they just have to like keep saying that, and it's like 4 days of
Yeah.
that. Like damn, they must be so like yeah, it's cool. 16's awesome, but like that's all they can talk about. It's
Well, not only that, like, could you imagine sitting there for 10, 12 hours and having to deal with like
yeah.
that would be miserable, dude. That'd be miserable. Not only having to sit there and pump it, but it's like, fuck. Um,
Yeah,
I still
I
want to
was thinking I
experience it
should
one time,
complain
but
about
now
them,
I'll
but
just be the one of the old dudes.
we might be past our going to 16
Yeah.
age, you know. Unless we strike it rich and get like the VIP.
Yeah, get a suite.
Like no chance I'm running to 16. And
Oh
then I
fuck.
didn't realize I always thought it was like a couple hundred yards sprint. And I remember like when I went, we went like 10 o'clock. It wasn't like we had no shot at getting into 16. And by the time we got to the line, there was like a line out the door, and like how do you even get in? Because no one's leaving. So I mean, you
Yeah.
can kind of like walk through. We ended up walking through at the end of the day and got in, which was still pretty awesome. You could still feel the energy is nuts. But
Yeah.
I thought it was like I don't know. You see the people lining up and running. I thought it was like a 200-yard run. It's a 15-minute run. Apparently, it's like a mile and
Jesus.
a half run. I'm like, dude, there's no way in hell I'm running a mile at 5 in the morning and then gonna go drink
Just
beer.
start pounding.
Dude, if
Yeah,
I
right?
run a mile, I need to change the clothes, dude. I'm sweating my dick off. Like, I guess in Arizona though, it's a dry heat. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what they say.
dude, I was like, holy shit, there's no way. I don't think I would have done that in my 20s. You know, like,
Yeah. I mean, the adrenaline pumping though,
yeah,
that'll
you
get you
probably
going
just keep
for it.
running. I mean, I think I can definitely run that far.
Oh yeah, obviously you can, but
I don't I don't want to do that before I start pounding beers. I don't know. That's crazy. Or like
yeah.
just I don't want to sweat my ass off. Like I sweat. I'm sweating, dude.
Oh, dude, tell me
There's no
about it.
way.
Yeah. Yeah, we might be a little past our prime with that. Have to get a suite, like you said.
Yeah, probably
Maybe
like
we'll strike it rich
25K
and
or
we'll have
something.
media passes one day.
There you go. Yep. That's the
That's our
goal.
that's our
But yeah,
route.
dude, if I could walk up and pull into the cabana or whatever, the suite,
Hmm.
yeah, I'll do that all day. That'd be magical, but I don't think I'm definitely not running at 5 a.m. anymore.
No, no, not at all. And then with that crowd, I mean, you slip and fall, you're getting trampled. In golf, I mean,
I wouldn't think about
You got golf nerds that are there in spikes, man, waiting to get called, waiting to get put in the game, and you slip and fall, and some guy dumps on you with
it.
spikes.
Yeah,
You're
that foot
cooked,
short,
brother.
man. Shit. Yeah. Dude, that's hilarious. I didn't
Could
think
you
about
imagine
that.
that? That's a skit right
Well,
there.
I don't know. Is there bathrooms? I don't know if there's like if you get a regular seat, like I guess you got to get your buddies to like save your spot. If you got to
Maybe,
go
or
take a piss.
you're soccer pissing, dude. Drop to a knee.
You gonna piss in the stands on other
I
people?
guess, yeah,
I
true.
mean, I would
Yeah.
do it, but there's got to be bathrooms like right outside. But Where is there a bar? I never looked it up if there's like a bar or if
Yeah,
there's like
I have no
beer
clue.
people. Like how do you get
Like
your
at a ball
beer?
game.
Yeah, it's probably that. I would
Yeah,
hope.
it almost
You
have
should
to
probably
be.
just bring a shit ton of cash.
Yeah. Well,
When
you
I
could.
went,
Yeah.
we ended up going to like 7 or 8 or something or 6, I forget. And there's like another pavilion there with like a
Oh,
full ass
really?
bar. I was
Yeah.
drinking vodka at 9 a.m. or whatever it was.
Nice.
So I mean that was nice. You just walk back up to the bar and
Hmm.
you didn't have to worry. There was a crowd, but it wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and that was good enough for me.
Yep.
But 16 was wild. Like you could hear 16 from everywhere on the course. Like
Really? That's
yeah,
crazy.
oh yeah, it was pretty sick. But
That's awesome. That's awesome.
walking around is just as fun. It's a wild place. It's like
Hmm.
I mean, I went in 2018, so that was a while ago. I feel like it's even gotten crazier or more. It's
Yeah.
gotten more bro-ish even since then. And
Yeah. Well, it's more public. Like, I feel like it's more publicized than ever, but I don't know. Maybe I was offline a lot this weekend. I don't know. I feel like I usually see a lot more videos and influencers, like stories from the like stuff like shit like that. Then I didn't really see much this year. Trying to think.
yeah,
I
they didn't
mean,
have
but
as much
yeah,
this year. That's true.
I
Um,
don't.
it was a
Last year
bigger
was
event.
crazy though because the Super Bowl was in Vegas and people were double dipping,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah, that's
Isn't that
true.
what it was?
I think so.
So I think because people could go like do a day trip down there. So there was crazy shit going on Thursday and Friday. And
Yeah,
Saturday's obviously always crazy. So maybe, yeah, maybe it just all came to a head last year. And now,
yeah, I think so.
yeah,
Um,
for sure.
yeah, but great tournament.
But
This
hey,
year there
yeah,
was bigger name golfers. I mean, besides Detry running away with it. Um, it was a bigger field, so it felt like a
oh yeah.
bigger event. Sometimes you get like kind of like a randomly like bad field in it, and it's always kind of weird.
I think now it's such a big event that the sponsors payouts and stuff like that. I'm sure it's more not like require like a signature event, but something where the tour urges guys to show up a little bit more.
Yeah,
Um, your boy Rick, man, what's up with Rick? Withdrawal?
I think you might be done.
Yeah,
Was he have 2 kids now?
yeah. He said he had the flu. That's what he.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean that happens. Well, if you got kids,
mhm.
that happens.
Oh, absolutely,
Well, he showed up in the
absolutely.
camo. That was pretty sick. Is that official Puma stuff? Am I gonna have to buy
I
some
don't
camo
know.
green stuff, or we were
It's
joking about I need to burn all my Puma stuff now that Rick's
yeah,
done. Need to
yeah. I
have a
mean, it had
funeral
Puma
for Rick.
logos on it. I don't know if it's official, but he had Puma logos on everything. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's playing this week. I think though in the Genesis. I don't know. He had that sponsor exemption to get into the signature event. So
Hmm. I mean, if you had the
hopefully,
flu, that'll do it.
oh, for sure, for sure. And that shit's going around right now. So
But
let's
yeah, we
hope
might
he's
have to
not
have a
done.
funeral where we're gonna I'll burn all
Yeah,
my Puma gear, all my Puma hats, and
cry to
play Kygo in the
Kygo.
background.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not over for him. I mean, somebody said it in our chat, like
Might
golf's
be.
better when Spieth, JT, and Ricky are playing and playing well. So hopefully it's not over for your boy, but it's not looking great, man. It's not looking great.
Yeah, he might be done. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
What's he our
And
age?
it's
Body's
something like
breaking
that.
down.
Yeah.
I thought he'd
Maybe it's
win
time
I
for
thought
him.
he'd win one major.
Mm-hmm.
36. Yeah, he's good enough to win a major, and I thought he'd get one. Some of those guys, like Gary Woodland has one, like these guys usually get
Yeah.
one, you know.
Well, he had that year. He had top five in all four majors.
That was
Um,
one of the best years. I mean, besides like
or
Tiger, but
to,
like, dude, that
to
was like
not win. Yeah.
one of the top years you could have in the majors ever to not win. Like if one of those flipped to a one, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that's an incredible year. There's been like Tiger and like Scotty, you know, but
Yeah.
when some of the old guys back in the day have won two in
Yeah.
a year, but Jack Nicklaus, whoever that is, but
Maybe Rick will.
and I
He'll,
like at that point you're like, all right, he's gonna win one, at least one, maybe two,
mhm.
and I don't know anymore. 36.
Maybe it's time for him to get the bag and jump over to live and just travel the
Really?
world. I mean,
I don't know, man. I don't know if Liv's gonna exist. Which is funny because I remember
yeah.
when Liv first came on, it was like Ricky was one of like the main guys
Oh yeah.
that were like, oh shit, is he gonna go? And he's like, oh, he's a PGA guy. Like, oh, sick, we got Ricky. And like now it's like, damn, dude, I don't know if he's like really a not PGA guy anymore. He's
Yeah.
fallen off.
Yeah. Live. It's funny because it's just gone into obscurity now. Like these guys, like you don't
They're
even
on Fox
realize an
Sports.
event. I know they're on FS2, right? Which is weird because that's
They're
way
not
bigger
even
than
on
CO
FS1.
now. No, I think it's on FS2. I'm sure certain events will be on FS1, but it's just like,
I mean, it doesn't
yeah,
matter to me. It's the same. It's on my YouTube TV. Is I don't even know what channel
yeah,
it is. Just shows
yeah,
up.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that is
But
funny. It's FS2. It's not.
it's like you don't even realize the tournament's happened. I think you'll get shit this week because they're playing this week in Adelaide, the Australian one. Then and that always it almost is like waste
Yeah.
management
Right.
esque where you're gonna get crazy videos and people partying and stuff like that. But I mean the what they play in Rida or whatever 2 weeks ago,
Um,
and you didn't realize it fucking happened.
I saw a bunch of clips of, like John Rahm missing a putt and stuff, and
Mhm.
getting angry. And dude, I swear I had it on the TV for a little bit, but yeah, dude, there's just no juice to it. There really isn't.
No, it just doesn't. Yeah, it just doesn't.
It just doesn't matter.
It's like they don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they care, but I don't know. But they did just get another exemption. They had the USGA exemption we talked about last week, and the RNA just gave them an exemption to get into the Open Championship. Highest ranked player in the top five is not our exempt will um, be given a spot in the field at the Open Championship. But then they also uh, announced it says that the International Series Macau is part of the qualifying series now, which is an Asian Tour event, and the top three, I guess the top three that aren't already exempt in that tournament will also get a spot. So I'm sure you'll see a pile of dudes playing in some Asian Tour event to get in. But I mean, they're finding their way in events. I guess that's what they asked for. That's what they're going to get. It's what they can do with it. But yeah, it needs to. I mean, these guys aren't getting points, so eventually it's just going to be over. It's going to be over for them, and they'll have to come back with their tail between their legs. I mean, Brooks's 3-year contract is up after this year. Um, Bryson's, I think him and Bryson were probably the two biggest names to go over that first wave. And then you got to wait for like Cam Smith and John Rahm. I guess Neiman, all those guys. DJ's kind of aged out. I mean, he's what 43 now, so
Yeah,
anything you
he's
get out of
fishing.
him is yeah. But yeah. So I wonder what's going to happen after this season with that.
Well, your boy President Trump apparently brokered the deal, saved us all.
Yeah.
from the misery.
Tackling
That
the
was
hard hitting
funny.
issues.
Sorry, this is the biggest issue I got. So thank you, President Trump. But yeah, like uh, pretty funny. Like they had to put out a statement to thank him. Like,
Yeah,
did it
I
what?
know.
It probably had something. I mean, there was the legalities of like making it of the PGA for profit and having foreign investors in and all that stuff. So
Hmm.
it probably had something to do with that. I'm not smart enough to know why, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would assume that was it. But yeah, you keep hearing about this deal, but yeah, if Liz is still trying to exist, I don't. If people's contracts are ending, I don't see it
Yeah,
surviving.
yeah. I agree. Like,
It's gonna like we've talked about this. It's gonna have to become a series, like the World Golf
yeah.
Classic. You have the Live Series, the Worldwide Tour, and you can still do the teams thing, whatever. But I think like buying players on these contracts to make them not play on the PGA, like that's not a good long term solution. Like clearly, it's not working out. Like
Hmm.
hopefully that's not a
Yeah.
thing
It.
to take and Live takes off and. But I don't know, man.
No, and I don't think it will be. It's almost like it was just a ploy for leverage to get more money into the
Right.
tour, more money, but
Yep.
also more money into players' pockets. Like,
Yeah.
and it might all work out. Who knows? Who knows? But
Are they gonna thank Phil Mickelson when that happens? You think
nah,
there'll be a
I
big
think
apology tour
they
and
should. They
yeah,
should. They certainly should because all this money now is. I mean, and he was the
because
first before he even went to live to
Phil
like
was the
speak out
first one.
against it. Yeah, when he was the first to speak out against the tour, like why do you own my highlights? Like
Yeah.
why?
Right.
I mean, it's like it's like name, image, likeness. Like the tour owns those guys, name, image, and likeness when it comes to their
Yeah.
events. So he's like, why can't I? And that was one of like his big reasons for going, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I
Well,
mean, he
look
is
at
a like we talked about Bryson's YouTube channel. Like Phil has a
yeah, look
YouTube
at
channel,
Bryson.
and yeah. So
And
and
now they
Bryson,
want Bryson back.
dude, these guys'
Imagine that.
YouTube channels are insane, man. Like they're making a ton of money. I mean,
Yeah.
those good guys are sponsoring tour players, and
Yeah, that's
I mean,
nuts.
Bryson's probably making more money on YouTube than anything at this point. I mean,
Right.
think about those giant channels like Mr. Beast and stuff like that. Like
Right.
that's crazy shit, man. But it we'll see what comes of it. I think that like this year's gonna be the breaking point because those guys got to make a decision.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah. I feel
guy,
like Rom signed like a crazy deal, like 6 year deal or
yeah,
something.
yeah, he's an idiot.
He's gonna be playing
Uh,
by himself here soon.
yeah. Um, I forget. I think it was John Catlin, maybe. It was a guy that played on Live and didn't get renewed, and he's like bouncing around the Asian tour now. I mean, he's obviously not PGA level if he's bouncing around the Asian tour. Maybe it wasn't John Catlin. Anyways, it doesn't matter who it is. But he was like, the lifestyle's great. He's like, you're treated like a king. You make a shit ton of money and this and that. So I don't know. Maybe some of these guys are like, what do I care? It's a job.
Yeah.
Like Brooks doesn't look like he loves golf. It's a job, you know?
Right. Yeah. Brooks is like the Anthony Rendon of golf, it seems like.
Except, yeah, except he plays. He hasn't
Yeah,
been
he does
sitting on
play at
the
least.
sidelines for the last 4 years.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we'll see. This, like you said, this is probably the breaking point. But enough about that. We got a signature event this week. Genesis. They're playing Torrey Pines South course because the wildfires made it so they can't play Riviera. Um, it's kind of crazy. I don't. Those fires were nuts. I don't know if you saw any of the footage of that shit, but I don't know. I don't know what Riviera looks like, or if it's just the whole town's like decimated or whatever. But your
I think
boy
Riviera's
Tiger,
probably fine, hopefully. But yeah, I think it's
yeah,
probably just like the area.
yeah, probably. But Tiger's tournament, Tiger hosts the event, and Tiger withdrew on Monday. So was it Monday? I think it was Monday. Who knows? But
Yeah.
he withdrew.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's just still dealing with
Yeah, he
death
said
of
he's
his
still dealing with
mom.
his mom. Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah,
So
so
that's a tough one.
yeah,
Fault
you
him
can't really
there.
blame him, but it was everybody online was quick to jump on him because I mean Tiger has more WDs in the stat line than I think finished tournaments in the past few years. So everybody's quick to jump on him, but I'm sure he'll still show up. I'm sure he'll still be in the booth a little bit. But I mean, Tiger's always been the first to say it. Like, I won't enter an event unless I think I can win. So I'm sure he just thinks his mind's not in the right place to be playing
Yeah.
a 4 day event. I
Right.
don't play. I
Yeah.
mean, you can't blame him. Can't blame him.
I don't want to see him go out
Um.
there and not care. And yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. No. Exactly. 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 And
We're
then no.
beyond the
Yeah. No
point of
TG.
expecting Tiger to win. So
Yeah.
anytime we see
It.
him, when we see him on TGL, that's a good day. I'm happy.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, it kind of sucks, man, because it was always that like, what if he gets 4 healthy days? And now it's
Yeah.
just like, let's just hope he shows up. You
Yeah. I
know?
mean, dude, I mean, the leg, man, if like it sucks because if that didn't happen, he's still in shape, young enough,
Oh
fit
yeah.
enough. He could win some golf tournaments and it would be awesome. But
Hmm.
I don't think that leg's gonna hold up for 4 days.
No, yeah, because I mean, he obviously can still pump it. Like he still
Yeah. He's still hitting the
hits
ball hard. Yeah.
bombs. Yeah, but yeah, I think the leg just breaks down after 4 days, and
The
then he
leg, the walk in
his
the 4 days, the
swing.
walk on
Yeah,
the course,
yeah,
like you
yeah.
said, dude. If you walk the front nine, your hammies were burning. Imagine him.
Dude, fucking
And
right.
then like,
Yeah.
what I've noticed about his game is like if he's in the rough, he's fucked because he doesn't have he doesn't have the power, the endurance coming off that leg. Like if he's in the fairway, yeah, it's fine. Off the tee, he's fine. But when he's got
Hmm.
got to smash one out of the rough, he's like laying up and playing it smart and like
Yeah.
he doesn't have. And that was his superpower. It didn't matter if he was in the rough, you
Oh
know.
yeah, he would like be in thick
Take
ass
that
rough and
away.
pull a three iron out and
Right.
hit it
Yeah.
230
It
and stick
didn't
it, and it's
matter at
like,
all.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I don't know. I just I'm
Well, and
excited.
it sucks because the next tournament we'll probably see him at is. I mean, he's obviously going to play the Masters, but what's Bay Hills right before the Masters, and that usually where guys
He
like get
usually plays
their
Bay Hill, but I don't know, man. Are we gonna
yeah.
see him anywhere?
You got Bay Hill, you got the Players, and then the Masters. Really, I mean, you got the Texas Open. Like he's not going to play that shit.
Yeah.
Um,
I think we're just gonna
he
get him at
probably
the
he won't
Masters.
he probably won't qualify for the Players. I would imagine you're not going to get a sponsors exemption in the Players, would you? Maybe. I don't know. It's Tiger. I guess they'll do anything to have Tiger on TV.
Yeah,
But
but he doesn't
yeah,
really play the players anymore.
yeah, not true. So yeah, he'll probably maybe play Bay Hill. That's in 3 weeks, and then the Masters. But yeah, you get him out of the Masters, and I mean, I've never been there, but everybody that has says like you don't realize how hilly the course is. So that's
Right.
just going to dominate his leg.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, you might get him at the Masters, but I mean, you're going to get a good Tiger at the Masters. So I don't know, man. Kind of stinks. It's like that whole what if that we've had for the past 5 years. He won in 2019 is just kind of gone now. I feel like
Yeah.
but
Was he two
is
away
what
from
it
the
is.
record? Two or three?
Three. He has 15.
Yeah. Three has 15. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he could have
That
got there without the leg, man. That sucks.
yeah, that record's safe for sure.
Yeah.
But Tiger aside, we still have a signature event this week. It's a great field. Rory's teeing it up. He's maybe not the betting favorite, but I don't know. After Scotty's last few tournaments, I feel like Rory should be the betting favorite as well as he's been
Mhm.
playing. I mean, played great to finish the DP season and then just came out and started off this season
Yeah, Roy's
hot. I
on
mean, won
fire
a
right
couple
now.
weeks ago. Yeah, he's playing great. He has that strut, that Rory strut
The
where
Roy
he's,
strut.
oh, yeah, holding his chin up high. I mean, he has a walk about him, man, when he's playing well. Scotty's plus 400, Rory plus 650. And then you get into Morikawa 16-1, JT 18-1, Decky
How's Scotty still
22.
plus 400? I mean, it's Scotty, but damn,
Yeah, I mean,
can't bet
I
him.
guess
Same with Rory plus
I know,
650.
but
It's crazy.
it, yeah, but the reason he's plus 400 is because the second he's plus 1,000, plus 1,200, Vegas is going to lose their fucking ass. That's
Yeah,
why he's
yeah,
plus 400. Because the second he starts getting back up in those numbers, everybody's going to start betting him again.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I mean, you got Cantlay this morning. You sent me his plus 3, and he's plus 33 right now.
yep. Yeah, that's what I got.
So,
Can't let choked here
yeah.
last year.
Hmm.
He's got to redeem himself.
Yeah. Spieth creeping up. You
Well,
got some
shit. You
nice
know what?
long
They
shots
played
though that
Riviera
have been
last year. I
playing
didn't realize.
well.
I forgot they played. They normally play Riviera.
Yeah,
Completely
different
different
course.
course.
But still,
Oh man,
but
don't
still.
take my pick as usual.
But you do have some guys like, I mean, Wyndham Clark 70-1. He played. I think he got a top 15 last week. Sepp Straka plus 5,000. He won a couple weeks ago, right? Or did he blow it? He blew it a couple weeks ago, didn't he? Yeah, he blew it a couple weeks ago. He was winning. Blew it a couple
Yeah,
weeks
he played
ago.
good
So
though. Played good.
yeah, you got some long shots up there.
He blew it to Rory.
Um, that's what it was. That's what it was. Dude, see how do some of these guys get into signature events? I mean, just
Max
scroll to
Homa
the bottom.
playing like shit.
Jesus. Oh
Plus
my god.
17,000. I feel like he always plays good here in California, so
Yeah.
that's a
Dude,
good
he
flyer.
fell the fuck off, dude. But like
Yeah,
I've
but it's
never
we're
heard
back
of
to California. He's golf's a fickle
true.
game, man. He might be right back.
True.
Plus 17,000. I love that.
Yeah. Dude, I've never heard of Danny List. Danny List. Um
Nope.
1,000-1 plus 100,000. I mean, who the fuck is that guy? How did he
Is
even
it
make this event?
Luke's brother? Maybe he's like the
Maybe.
pro at the course or something.
Just throw him in a bone. Here you go, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian Harmon plus 17,000. Jake Knapp. I still feel like Jake. There's gonna be big things for Jake Knapp going forward. I don't know, but I mean, not an event like this. 270-1. Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's Rory's event to lose. I think he's playing the best. I don't think Scotty's playing his best right now. I think Scotty might still just be a little rusty after his hand injury at Christmas time. Um, JT's been playing well, 18-1. Like some of these guys have to turn it on eventually, though. They kind of started slow. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think someone's gonna come out of nowhere this week. I just don't know who.
Yeah. Well, that's our issue. That's our issue if you look at our record
Yeah.
here. But yeah. So I mean, they just played Torrey Pines, what, 3 weeks ago? All right. Was that 3 weeks ago?
I don't know.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
Pat played it right
The week
after the
after
tournament and
the week
said,
after they were there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, that
yeah,
was
and
3 weeks ago. Yeah,
yeah, and said they couldn't
and
play
the
South
wind picked
because
up, and j-
yeah,
yeah, the wind was crazy. It took 5.5 hours to play. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay, it's all
but
coming
they're
back.
playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing it again. Um,
Who won that week?
buddy, you're asking the wrong fucking guy. You made me do a little research. What do you think? I
Who
host
was
a
that?
golf podcast here? Jesus Christ. Um,
It was. I remember Joel Domin was up there for a while, and the
Harris
wind came in.
Harris English.
Harris English. That's right. Shit.
Yep,
Yikes.
Harris English won.
Did they play
Sung
North or
Jae,
South though? Was it?
I believe they play. I think they play both until the weekend. Then just play South, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyways, Harris English won. You had Sung Jae top five. Trying to think of other names. Taylor Pendrith had top 10. There wasn't a great Theo Keegan T15.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember it was like a
Uh,
nothing,
yeah, it's
nothing
kind of a
burger pretty
shitty
much.
field.
Uh,
Yeah.
the rough
So,
looking thick.
oh, I'm sure,
I
dude.
saw a video today. I'm pretty sure it might have been Pat Mac's video, like dropping the ball in the rough, or he posted the same picture, like rough's thick out here.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
What? Yeah. One of
what do you say?
slow
He shot
stare
like an
videos
80.
where they drop the ball in the rough. Oh, you
Yeah,
can't find the
yeah,
ball.
yeah. It was some nice rough. It was a nice lawn. I don't know if I've played like rough like that where it affects my ball that much in quite a while.
Nah.
I mean, you
When you
can't
get
really.
in it, though, it's so brutal. When you play like a really nice club that
Yeah,
has
but I
long
feel like it
rough and
pops
like,
out. It pops right out. I haven't had the rough where
uh,
I put a good strike on it and it just like catches your iron and it's like goes like halfway to the fairway and you're like fuck.
really?
I haven't had thick rough in a while. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's good. You play a lot of rounds at Prince William.
Exactly. The rough's almost
Let's
better than
call,
the fairway.
yeah, let's call it what it is. It goes
You
green,
kind of
rough,
catch
fairway, and
I mean,
surfaces you want
the
to hit
thing
off
about the
of.
rough is usually I catch it fly or lie, and I'm fucked, and I
Hmm.
have to like figure out what club to hit. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not. I
yeah.
mean, it's definitely a disadvantage, but I haven't had the rough where you're like, fuck, dude, like I'm 200 out. I got to hit a 7 iron just to like chip it out of here.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, play some nicer
Yep.
courses, Kenny.
Apparently, yeah. Uh,
Oh shit. All right. Well, we talked a little bit about the Genesis, but we did make some picks. I guess I'll let you go
yeah.
first since your pick is for the Genesis. I kind of went off
Well,
the
yeah, I
board,
got
but
Cantlay. Got Cantlay plus 3,300.
yeah.
I totally forgot that they normally play Riviera. I forgot we're at Torrey Pines.
Yeah.
So
Oh
terrible
well.
pick, god awful pick. He played good at Riviera last year until Hideki blew him out, but he kind of choked on Sunday, which happened a few times last year with Cantlay. So I was thinking this year's going to be redemption. He's coming back. He's got to win. Um, I don't know, man. Like Cantlay's such a good golfer, and he hasn't done much lately. So I feel like he's due. Um, Always
Yeah.
going with the
I
D
feel like ever
theory.
since
Never ever works, but
yeah, I feel like ever since his that play year in the playoffs where he dueled with Bryson, he like everybody's like, oh, he's next up. He's gonna start winning majors, this and
yeah,
that, and then he hasn't really
yeah, he
lived up
hasn't
to
shown
that.
much. Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
for
He's just been
sure.
solid across the board, but
He's always solid, but he used to just drain putts. I haven't seen him. I don't know, man. He's been pretty inconsistent over the last year.
mhm.
But I feel like I'm just taking him 3,300. I feel like, hey, he's got to win one here eventually, break through. So I believe in my guy. I
There you
believe in my guy Anthony.
go. Yeah.
So yeah,
Nice. Well, I abandoned ship. PJ Tour. I was up, man. I was up there for a little while early this season, um, on my units, and then it's just been a steady. I mean, just straight downhill, for the last 7 8 weeks. So I went over to live, and I picked Tyrrell Hatton to win. Um, I mean, obviously, live events are kind of all a crapshoot, but he's been playing lights out. Um, he won 3 weeks ago on DP World Tour, and then prior to that, he was playing like in the DP World Tour playoffs, and I'm pretty sure had a third in 2 seconds is what I saw. It was something crazy. Or maybe a sixth in 2 seconds, something like that. But he's been kind of balling. Um, and I think he's just going to keep it up. I don't know. The live odds are always a little crazy just because it's such a small field. Rom's plus 550, he's plus 750. So he's up there, as one of the favorites, and you kind of just never know because every once in a while you'll just get a random like David Puig winner or something like that
yeah,
out of nowhere. It's
or
kind of fucked up.
Adrian
Adrian
Moron.
Moronk won. Yeah, he
Yeah,
won a couple weeks ago. He's plus 41. He's plus 4100. So you never know. But yeah, I just think Tyrrell Hatton's gonna kind of turn it on and try to show up at the majors. I mean, he's awesome to watch. He's fun to watch, and
yep,
he's been playing well. And he's motivated by trying to get in the Ryder Cup. So I think he's just going to try to play super well this year. That's why he's playing all these DP World Tour events because they said, "Hey, come over if you still have status, and you can still make the Ryder Cup." So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, plus 750, good enough for me.
yeah, nice. I
Try
love
to
it.
try to get back in the positives. Yeah, for sure. Don't know much of a watch of it. It's in Australia, and it'll probably be airing live at 1 in the morning.
Right.
So I'm still up at 1 in the morning on Saturday watching the end of this. I'm in for a rude Sunday. So
Yep.
yep. But that's all I got, man. That's all I got. Uh, no winter golf this week. Obviously, we need some snow to melt. So I guess even though I played an awful round of golf on Sunday, I got it in at the right time. And it's time to,
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm cooked. I think
yeah.
first round will be in March.
Hey, might have one coming up. Might have one coming up. We'll trip. We'll trip with the boys. Get it out of the
Yeah, do a
system.
little trip March 22nd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have to,
Maybe just a
hey,
little
maybe we
bit.
should that maybe that'll be our YouTube debut. Is
Yeah. We always say it. We always say it. But we want to thank everyone for listening. Check us out on our socials at FairwayPod on Twitter, at Laying the Fairway on Instagram. Check out the YouTube, search Laying the Fairway Podcast. Subscribe to the channel, videos, give them a thumbs up, comment on them, all that stuff. Thank y'all.
see.